Welcome back to Ageless Mind and Body, where we help you stay strong, sharp, and independent, no matter your age. If your legs have been feeling weak, heavy, or just not like they used to, you are not alone, and it's not just aging. The real culprit could be something surprisingly simple: a deficiency in one of 3 key vitamins your body relies on every single day. Today, we're diving deep into a powerful trio: vitamin B12, vitamin D3, and thiamine, also known as vitamin bone. These aren't trendy supplements or miracle cures. They're essential nutrients that fuel your nerves, muscles, and energy levels, especially as you get older. You'll learn why so many seniors regain strength, improve balance, and even feel years younger just by correcting these common deficiencies. And the best part, the results can be felt in just days. So, if you've been struggling with fatigue, leg pain, or a loss of motivation, to move this video is your wake-up call. Let's get into it. The 3 essential vitamins, B12, D3, and thiamine vitamin bone. As we age, it becomes increasingly important to support our body's most vital systems, muscles, nerves, and bones, so we can continue living with strength, clarity, and confidence. One of the most overlooked yet powerful ways to do this is through targeted nutrition. Specifically, 3 essential vitamins, vitamin B12, vitamin D3, and thiamine vitamin B1, which we'll refer to as vitamin bone, play a critical role in restoring physical energy, sharpening the mind, and supporting mobility in older adults. Let's begin with vitamin B12, often called the movement vitamin and the brain vitamin. This essential nutrient plays a dual role. It fuels your nervous system and enhances communication between your brain and muscles. When B12 levels are optimal, your legs feel stronger, your reaction times improve, and you begin to regain that feeling of steadiness and control over your body that might have faded in recent years. That's because B12 helps restore the nerve signals that connect your body and brain. If you've been experiencing numbness, tingling sensations, limb weakness, or issues with balance, it could be more than just aging. It might be a sign that your B12 levels are running low. Replenishing this vitamin can reawaken those neural pathways, helping you move with more confidence and speed, and even reducing your risk of falls. Next is vitamin D3, the well-known bone-strengthening vitamin. Unlike some other nutrients, D3 is fat-soluble, meaning it's best absorbed when taken with a meal that contains healthy fats, like a boiled egg, a piece of avocado, or full-fat yogurt. But D3's benefits go far beyond the bones. It also supports muscle function, helps regulate immune responses, and plays a key role in reducing inflammation. Many older adults are unknowingly deficient in this critical vitamin, especially those who spend limited time in the sun or live in cooler climates. Low D3 levels can weaken the skeleton and reduce muscle tone, making everyday movements more tiring or painful than they need to be. Getting enough D3 helps maintain bone density, supports muscle contraction, and gives your body the structural integrity it needs to stay upright, balanced, and agile. Then we come to a lesser-known but equally vital nutrient, thiamine, also known as vitamin B1, which we'll affectionately call vitamin bone. Why bone? Because although it doesn't directly build bone mass like calcium or D3, it powers the very engine of movement, your muscles. Thiamine is essential for converting the food you eat, especially carbohydrates, into ATP, the body's main source of usable energy. Without thiamine, your muscles struggle to produce energy efficiently, resulting in fatigue, heaviness in the legs, poor coordination, and even cramping, especially in the calves or feet. Some seniors also report feeling lightheaded, unmotivated, or unusually tired after very light activity. These are all subtle but common signs of thiamine deficiency. What makes thiamine deficiency more likely in older adults? First, as we age, our digestive system becomes less efficient at absorbing nutrients like B1 from food. Second, medications, often prescribed to seniors such as diuretics for high blood pressure or metformin for diabetes, can flush thiamine from the body more rapidly. Alcohol, even in small amounts, further reduces absorption, and a diet that lacks whole grains or legumes can make matters worse. Unfortunately, thiamine is often stripped from processed foods, so if your diet leans toward white rice, white bread, or pre-packaged meals, you may not be getting enough. The effects of correcting a thiamine deficiency can be surprisingly fast and powerful. In one study, published by the Neurological Sciences journal, older adults with persistent leg fatigue were given 100 milligrams of thiamine daily. After just 1 week, over 80% reported greater endurance, and nearly 70% experienced less leg pain and heaviness, with 0 reported side effects. Another study from Tokyo University found that more than 30% of older adults had low thiamine levels, and those with deficiencies consistently demonstrated slower walking speeds, greater muscle fatigue, and lower leg strength. When supplemented, many showed improvements in mobility, energy, and mood within days. The key point is this: your muscles aren't just powered by strength, they're powered by energy, and thiamine is a critical player in generating that energy. It activates the Krebs cycle, the body's main energy production pathway, helping your cells produce ATP more efficiently. When you have enough thiamine, you recover faster after movement, maintain better muscle tone throughout the day, and even support peripheral nerve function, especially important for your feet and legs. Think of it as putting fuel back into an engine that's been sputtering for years. So how can these 3 vitamins work together for optimal results? Timing and consistency are key. Since vitamin D3 is fat-soluble, it should be taken in the morning with a nutritious breakfast that contains some healthy fat, like eggs, nuts, or avocado. Vitamin B12 is best taken midday or early afternoon. It supports energy and alertness, so taking it too late might interfere with sleep. Be sure to avoid coffee or tea at the same time, as caffeine can hinder absorption. Vitamin bone thiamine should be taken with your first meal, preferably with whole grains or protein, to ensure a steady stream of energy throughout the day. Many seniors report a boost in clarity, movement, and motivation within just 3 to 5 days of starting this regimen. If you prefer a multivitamin, read the label carefully. Many senior formulas underdose these key nutrients or combine fat and water-soluble vitamins without guidance on timing. It's still best to take your multivitamin with food, ideally in the morning or at lunch, and remember, more is not always better. Overdosing, especially with fat-soluble vitamins like D3, can be harmful over time. Always consult your doctor or pharmacist before beginning high-dose supplements, especially if you have chronic liver or kidney conditions. The bottom line: these 3 simple vitamins, B12 for nerves, D3 for bones and muscles, and vitamin bone, thiamine for energy, can transform how you move, think, and feel. They're not magic pills, but for many older adults, they've made the difference between struggling through the day and moving with ease, strength, and purpose. Don't ignore subtle signs like fatigue, leg weakness, or poor balance. Often the solution starts with the simplest nutrients. Take the first step, fuel your body, protect your independence, and keep moving forward one strong stride at a time. Why older adults are more likely to be deficient in vitamin bone thiamine. As we grow older, our bodies go through many changes. Some are visible, like graying hair or slower movement, while others happen silently inside, such as how our bodies process and absorb nutrients. One of the most commonly overlooked deficiencies in older adults is a lack of vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, or as we like to call it, vitamin bone, because of its powerful role in energy, movement, and muscle function. So why are seniors more vulnerable to thiamine deficiency 1? Age-related decline in absorption. The first reason is natural aging. As we get older, our digestive system becomes less efficient. The lining of the stomach and intestines may produce fewer digestive enzymes and less stomach acid, both of which are crucial for absorbing nutrients from food. Thiamine is a water-soluble vitamin, meaning it isn't stored in large amounts in the body and must be absorbed regularly. But when absorption slows down due to aging, even a balanced diet might not be enough to maintain healthy levels. 2. Common medications that interfere with thiamine levels. Many older adults take multiple medications daily, and unfortunately, some of the most common ones can interfere with thiamine levels. Diuretics, often prescribed for high blood pressure or heart problems, cause the body to lose water and electrolytes, and, along with them, valuable B vitamins like thiamine. Another common medication is metformin, used to treat type 2 diabetes, which has been shown to interfere with vitamin B absorption over time. Antibiotics may also impact gut bacteria that help synthesize and absorb B vitamins, adding to the risk of deficiency, especially during or after long courses of treatment. 3. Alcohol use, even in small amounts. You might not consider yourself a heavy drinker, but even moderate or occasional alcohol use, such as a daily glass of wine or weekend beer, can reduce your body's ability to absorb thiamine. Alcohol interferes with thiamine absorption in the gut and also increases how quickly the body eliminates it through urine. For seniors, this means even light drinking can quietly contribute to chronic low levels, especially when combined with other risk factors like medication or a poor diet. 4. Poor dietary habits and lack of whole foods. Finally, diet plays a critical role. Thiamine is found in foods such as whole grains like brown rice and oats, legumes, beans and lentils, seeds and organ meats. But many seniors follow diets low in these whole foods, either due to loss of appetite, chewing difficulties, dietary restrictions, or convenience eating. In addition, many processed foods, white bread, white rice, sugary cereals have been stripped of their natural thiamine content during manufacturing. As a result, even if calories are being consumed, essential nutrients like vitamin bone may be missing from the plate. In conclusion, thiamine deficiency in older adults is more common than most people realize, and it's usually not caused by a single issue, but by a combination of aging medications, alcohol use, and diet. The good news is that it can be corrected once properly identified. Scientific evidence. Recent studies have shed light on just how vital thiamine is for maintaining mobility and energy in older adults. One notable study from Tokyo University in 2021 found that over 30% of seniors were deficient in thiamine. This deficiency was strongly linked to symptoms such as leg weakness, fatigue, and slower walking speed. Many of the participants reported feeling heavy in the legs or exhausted after walking short distances, symptoms that are often mistakenly attributed to normal aging. However, when researchers introduced thiamine supplements into their routine, the improvements were both measurable and meaningful. Participants experienced a significant boost in stamina and walking ability, suggesting that much of their fatigue was not inevitable, but reversible. Another important piece of research was published in the Neurological Sciences Journal. In this study, patients were given 100 milligrams of thiamine daily, and the results were seen surprisingly fast. After just 7 days, a remarkable 82% of the participants reported reduced leg fatigue. Some described the change as feeling lighter on their feet, while others noted they could walk longer distances without needing to rest. What's most encouraging is that these results were achieved without any reported side effects, making thiamine a safe and effective option for seniors struggling with energy and mobility issues. These findings underline a powerful truth. Tired legs, poor endurance, and slower walking speed may not simply be due to age, but to a lack of vitamin B1. When the body gets what it truly needs, it often responds quickly. Thiamine might just be the missing piece for many older adults seeking to regain strength, freedom, and confidence in their daily movements. How to take vitamins for the best results. Taking the right vitamins is only half the equation. Knowing how and when to take them can make a huge difference in how well your body absorbs and uses these nutrients, especially as you age. Let's look at the best practices for taking vitamin D3, vitamin B12, and thiamine vitamin bone, and how to make them work together like a well-oiled machine to support your strength, energy, and overall well-being. Vitamin D3 morning after a fat-containing meal. Vitamin D3 is a fat-soluble vitamin, which means your body needs dietary fat to absorb it effectively. That's why the best time to take D3 is in the morning right after breakfast, and ideally with foods that contain healthy fats. Good choices include eggs, yogurt, avocado, or a small piece of cheese or buttered toast. These help D3 get absorbed into your system and begin doing its job supporting your bones, muscles, and immune system. Taking D3 with an empty stomach or low-fat meal can reduce absorption dramatically, meaning you won't get the full benefit of the supplement. So don't skip breakfast and make sure it includes a little fat to unlock the power of vitamin D3. Vitamin B12. Around midday, avoid with tea or coffee. Vitamin B12 plays a key role in nerve health, energy levels, and mental clarity. It's best taken around midday or early afternoon, especially since it can have a mild stimulating effect. Taking it too late in the day may disrupt your sleep, while taking it too early might reduce its effectiveness if you haven't eaten enough yet. Importantly, avoid taking B12 with tea or coffee. These beverages contain compounds called tannins and caffeine that can interfere with B12 absorption in your stomach. Instead, take your B12 with lunch or a light midday meal, something that contains protein like grilled chicken tofu or legumes, which helps your body absorb and utilize the vitamin more efficiently. Thiamine vitamin bone. Early morning with protein and whole grains. Thiamine, also known as vitamin B1 or vitamin bone, is a water-soluble vitamin that's essential for converting food into usable energy. It plays a crucial role in how your muscles move and how your nervous system functions. The best time to take thiamine is early in the morning with your first meal of the day. For best results, pair thiamine with a breakfast that includes protein and complex carbohydrates, such as oatmeal with nuts, whole grain toast with eggs, or a smoothie made with milk and seeds. These foods help stabilize blood sugar and support thiamine's role in cellular energy production. When taken consistently in the morning, thiamine can help fight fatigue, boost leg strength, and improve daily movement. Safety. Tips: don't overdo it. While vitamins are generally safe when used correctly, more is not always better. Taking high doses of any vitamin without medical supervision can cause unintended side effects. For example, since vitamin D3 is fat-soluble, it builds up in the body over time. Taking too much can lead to high calcium levels, kidney stones, or nausea. Similarly, overuse of B12 or thiamine, even though they're water-soluble, can sometimes interact with medications or mask other deficiencies if not taken appropriately. Always follow recommended dosages and don't increase your vitamin intake on your own. If you're unsure whether you need a supplement or how much you should take, consult with your doctor or a healthcare provider who understands your health history. Especially if you're over 60 or taking medications for chronic conditions, it's smart to have your vitamin levels tested every 6 to 12 months. This allows you to adjust your supplement plan as needed and avoid over or underdosing. In summary, timing, food pairing, and consistency all matter when it comes to vitamins. Take D3 in the morning with a fat-containing meal, B12 around midday without tea or coffee, and thiamine early with breakfast that includes protein and whole grains. Used properly, these vitamins work together to restore your energy balance and mobility, helping you feel stronger, clearer, and more capable every single day. Safety precautions. When taking vitamins, vitamins can be powerful allies in maintaining strength, energy, and overall health, especially as we age. But like any tool, they must be used correctly to avoid unwanted side effects or complications. Whether you're just starting a new supplement or have been taking vitamins for years, here are some important safety guidelines to follow for the best and safest results. First and foremost, never take vitamins on an empty stomach. While some vitamins are water-soluble like B12 and thiamine, and others are fat-soluble like vitamin D3, all are better absorbed when taken with food. Taking vitamins on an empty stomach can sometimes lead to nausea, indigestion, or poor absorption. For example, thiamine vitamin B1 is best taken with a breakfast that contains complex carbohydrates and protein, while D3 should be taken with a small amount of healthy fat to maximize absorption. Avoid taking vitamins with alcohol, tea, or coffee. These common beverages can interfere with vitamin absorption in your digestive system. Tea and coffee contain tannins and caffeine, which may reduce how well your body absorbs certain B vitamins. Alcohol, on the other hand, can not only impair nutrient absorption, but also increase the rate at which some vitamins like thiamine are flushed out of your system. For best results, take your vitamins with a balanced meal and drink water instead of these beverages during that time. Be especially cautious with vitamin D3, which is fat-soluble and can build up in your body over time. Unlike water-soluble vitamins that your body flushes out through urine excess, D3 can accumulate if taken in large doses over long periods. This may lead to hypercalcemia, or high calcium levels in the blood, a condition that can cause kidney stones, constipation, nausea, confusion, or even muscle cramps. If you're taking more than 4,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily, it should only be under the guidance of a healthcare provider. If you have liver or kidney conditions, it's very important to talk to your doctor before starting any new vitamin supplement, especially fat-soluble ones like D3 or high-dose formulations of water-soluble vitamins. Your liver and kidneys are responsible for processing and eliminating excess vitamins. If either organ is not functioning properly, even standard doses can accumulate in the body and potentially cause harm. For individuals with chronic conditions like fatty liver kidney disease or dialysis, patients' personalized medical advice is essential. Lastly, if you plan to take any vitamin supplement regularly, especially D3, B12, or thiamine, it's a smart idea to get your blood levels checked every 6 to 12 months. A simple blood test can help you and your doctor understand whether you're getting too much, too little, or just the right amount. This ensures you're staying within a safe and effective range, optimizing your health without risking overuse. In conclusion, vitamins can absolutely help you stay strong, mobile, and energized, but only when used wisely. Pay attention to how you take them when you take them and how your body responds. And always involve your doctor when in doubt, especially if you're managing chronic health issues. A little caution goes a long way toward lifelong health. Real-life results from older adults. For many older adults, the impact of these vitamins isn't just theoretical, it's deeply personal and transformative. After just a few days of consistent supplementation with vitamin D3, B12, and thiamine vitamin bone, many seniors report noticeable changes in how their bodies feel and function. These aren't minor improvements, they're often life-changing shifts that restore confidence, energy, and the desire to move again. One of the first changes many people notice is how their legs feel lighter. The heaviness that once made every step feel like a chore begins to fade. Simple activities like walking around the house, standing up from a chair, or climbing the stairs feel easier and more natural. Many say it's like their legs wake up as if something inside finally clicked into place after years of sluggishness. Another common experience is improved stamina and reduced pain. Seniors who previously struggled with chronic muscle fatigue, cramping in the calves, or leg pain after short walks often report a dramatic boost in endurance. Within days, some begin to walk longer distances without needing to stop or rest. The nagging discomfort that once limited their movement eases up, and in its place comes a sense of control and renewed physical capability. But the change goes deeper than just physical. Many seniors describe something more emotional, a return of the will to move. For those who had withdrawn from regular activity, whether because of fatigue balance issues or discouragement, there's a psychological shift. As their bodies respond to the nutrients, they begin to feel motivated again. The idea of walking to the mailbox, gardening, or even going on a short outing doesn't seem overwhelming anymore. Instead, it feels possible, sometimes even exciting. One user in her late 70s described it this way: "It felt like my engine finally started after years of stalling. I had forgotten what it was like to wake up and feel like moving. This metaphor captures what so many others have echoed. It's like jump-starting a car that's been sitting idle. The body hasn't broken down, it just needed the right fuel. And for many, that fuel is a consistent supply of the essential vitamins their bodies were quietly craving. It's not about feeling like a teenager again. It's about feeling like yourself again, more stable, more energized, more confident on your feet." With restored strength and reduced fatigue, older adults often find themselves doing the small things they once loved but thought were lost to time, walking without fear, joining friends for a stroll, or even dancing a little when no one's watching. These real-life results remind us that it's never too late to feel better. When given the right support, the body responds quickly, gently, and powerfully. And in that response, many seniors rediscover the freedom and vitality they thought were gone for good. As we've seen, these three essential vitamins, B12, D3, and thiamine vitamin B1, play very different yet perfectly complementary roles in helping older adults stay strong, steady, and full of life. Vitamin B12 supports your nervous system, improving balance, coordination, and nerve communication. Vitamin D3 strengthens bones and muscles, giving your frame the support it needs to move confidently. Thiamine, or vitamin B1, provides the energy your muscles need to actually perform step after step, day after day. Together, they act like a well-oiled machine, supporting your brain, bones, and body so you can walk, move, and live with greater freedom. These nutrients aren't flashy, but they are foundational. And for many seniors, they're the missing piece to restoring vitality, independence, and quality of life. So, what can you do today? Check your vitamin levels. A simple blood test goes a long way. Take the right supplements at the right times and with the right meals. And most importantly, share your experience. Whether you've tried these vitamins before or are just getting started, your story could help someone else take their first step toward better health. It doesn't have to be complicated to be effective. Sometimes the simplest habits make the biggest difference. Thanks for watching and taking the time to invest in your health. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Ageless Mind and Body, your place for smart science-backed tips to live stronger, longer, and better. Let's age with purpose, one healthy choice at a time.